Gail, and today I'm going to show you the last of the Z folds that I've been doing. And this one, you know how we've folded the card in half and we've cut it to 15 by 15 centimetres, and we've just used that card. The other bit that's left, you have a little piece that you've cut off. We're going to use this today. So we've got our square of card and we've folded it over like we've done in all the previous ones. So it's still the 15 centimetre square, and then your front piece you're folding back, so that's folded in half, which creates the Z fold. Well, the piece that's been cut off is also in a Z. So what we can do with this is we can attach it to the bottom of the card, and I'll show you how to do that later when we've got the design of the card done. So we'll put this piece to one side just for a moment. So we've got as card all folded and ready to be decorated. So I've got a square piece of card here, which is 14 centimetres by 14 centimetres, which is going to sit on the back of the card. So we're going to fasten that with the double-sided tape. So on the top edge and on the bottom edge. Remove the backing. And stick that down so that it's square. So it's stuck onto the back of the card. Then we're going to decorate it now. On this front panel here, I'm not putting any fancy card on this today because we're going to put a design on there. So we've got as piece that we've cut off, the little piece. So what we're going to do is, you can see the card there. The long piece that you have is going to fasten onto the plain piece there. So we're going to fasten this one first. So it's the long piece that we have, because it's all folded up, it's folded into a Z. So the longer piece, we're going to fasten that end piece onto this card with double-sided sticky tape. So put some pieces on the edge. Don't go any deeper than that, and then you can stick that onto there. Oops. So we're going to line the edges up, so we need to line, so it's going to line up onto the front edge there like that. And the bottom edge, make sure that's lined up. So now we have this long piece that's attached to the front of the card. So the Z piece, which is folded back, we're going to fasten it onto that piece there. So it looks like that. I don't know if you can sort of see it really. Better that way, I suppose. So we've fastened the long piece, and then we're going to fasten the short piece. It's only the same as the card, it's just that it's a lot smaller. I hope I'm explaining myself here. fasten it across the edges, the top edge and the edge of the card. Remove it with your tweezers. And then fasten it onto the grey fancy card at the edge there. So line it up and stick it down. So now we've created, should have like a little box in the middle. So your card sort of looks like that now. And when it's folded, it will fold flat. So now we can decorate it. So I'm going to decorate it with some Christmas trees and some snowflakes. So I have some Christmas tree dies already cut out, which I'm going to create a 3D effect so that it just gives it a bit of body and it stands out a bit more. I'm going to use the 3D double-sided tape, which I'm going to stick some pieces just along the bottom and the top. Take the backing off. And I'm going to stick it so that it's lined up with the bottom of so I've lined it up with the bottom of the card there, if you can see that. So it's all lined up across the bottom. And then I've got a smaller silver one, which I'm going to put just next to it. Again with a little bit of the 3D card, the 3D foam. I'm going to stick that on there. It's a great crafting thing to do when it's raining outside, is this. So now we've got the two trees lined up at the bottom there. You can see that. Okay. I have a little snowflake, which I'm going to put on the top of the silver Christmas tree. So I'm just going to put a little bit of double-sided tape, a tiny little piece on the top of the tree. So that I can stick the snowflake on. So we've got the snowflake stuck on the top. I don't know if you can see that there. Yep. And then we're going to decorate this piece at the side here so that it's not plain. And we're going to put a Merry Christmas underneath on here. So I have the Merry Christmas, or well, it just says Christmas. So this needs putting on with the glue. So I'm just going to blob some glue on, not too much so that it's not oozing out all over, but enough so that it sticks down. When I finish the card, what I sometimes do is I just put it underneath this plastic cutting pad here, and I'll just put something on top that's a bit heavier, not for long, just for 5 minutes or so, and it just sort of fixes everything into place then. So I'll put the Christmas there. If if you do get any glue that's sort of bleeding out, I have these baby wipes, and you can just dab the glue off with that, so that it's not left on the card in a blob. So we'll stick that down, and just a little bit of glue there. Just wipe that off, and then I'll put a snowflake on, I think. I'm not sticking this one on with tape because it's a little bit more fragile, so I can't put the tape on. It won't stick to it, so I'm using the glue. So clean that off, and then I've got a bigger snowflake like that, so we're going to fasten that onto here. And then I've got a smaller snowflake, so once I've fastened the big one on, I'm going to put the smaller one over the top. So I'll fasten this on. You can do all sorts. Once you start doing them and designing your own things on the card, you just get carried away. You lose all track of time. Sticking to my fingers. Oops. Not wanting to stick in that. Got it. So there we have another Z fold card. Is slightly different with the piece at the bottom. So there you go. So that's a different Z fold card. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy making them. Thank you. Bye.